Alright, I'm gonna show y'all a little bit about what I know. And I'm not saying that I know everything, because I don't. Also, I'm not very good with the camera. This is my first day with it. I just bought it like 2 days ago. So, starting off, I'm gonna go ahead and use the 3 open, which is basically like a 4 close. But the 3 open cuts a little bit closer because, it's a smaller guard, like physically smaller guard. So I'm going to go ahead and close it, as you can see right here, and just fading down with it. Right after this, I'll probably grab a 2, open, do the same thing. Open and close, fading down. I like to create a smooth canvas before I even put in any kind of guideline. Because for me, I think of the overall picture first before I try to rush to the details. I believe a lot of barbers have that kind of mistake. They just rush to the details. So right here, I'm gonna break it down to you in this frame. So right here, you can see the 3 open. So right where my hairline is at, to the top of my vertical dark line, 3 open. Right underneath that, we're gonna be using a little bit of this fade system to our advantage by using the 2 open, the 2 closed, the 1.5 open, the 1.5 closed, in order to shatter this little shadow line, dark line, so we can create a gradiency in our fade. So at this point, I believe I'm at I want to say 2 open or 2 closed. Pretty much debulked everything. And then before I even punch in my guidelines, just to keep the verticals dark, I'll line up everything. So if it's a taper, even if it's just a regular fade, I'll line up the hairline. I'll line up the C cups. I'll line up everything just to keep them dark, naturally dark. And you'll see that more of my style as I keep posting. That's usually my style, because I don't use enhancements. Not saying that as it's a bad thing to use enhancements. I just don't have them on my station. I don't really know how to use them yet. I do like to use the tan pencil on myself. I'm kind of experimenting, but that's besides the point I'm trying to make. The point is, I like to do it as naturally as I can, because that attracts customers. That's just my own style, my own swag. You got to be different and stand out in this kind of business. So that's what I do. That's my swag. You don't gotta like my swag. You can have your own swag, but it's not my swag, so I ain't jacking it. Anyways, we're at the 1.5 close right now. So honestly, my reference for this measurement is, the bigger it is, right, I feel like the more spread out and blurry your fade would be. So I like to make a lot of room, just enough room for the 1.5 close. I try not to go crazy because some people don't like a really stretched out blend. They kind of want it more compressed. Not my favorite fade, but So right here is I'm gonna show you all an example of what that should look like of a smooth canvas, right? That dark line gone. Everything's just smooth. Ready for my trimmer. Ready for that beam. So I'm gonna just go ahead and put that in, man. No hesitation. Keeping them dark right there. Boom, you can see it. Just different strokes for different folks, man. Look, you don't gotta do it like me. That's just how I do it. Some people don't like them dark verticals. I love them, so I put them on myself. So you can see what I'm doing. My trimmer right here is, what that does is it brings it closer. Just in case if y'all didn't know that. For a while, I didn't really know what that that motion right there did, but it does bring it closer. So what that does is kind of prep for the full shavers, which I'm going to show y'all how I use them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down with it damn near on that trimmer line. Now, I don't want to put it right on top of it because we have to create gradiency in the fade, just like a cake. You know, it has layers. You got to have your layers with it. So I'm going to go down with it, and then I'm going to come up with it, shaving it straight bald to the pink meat, man. I want my fade to last. All your clientele, man, they don't want to come back to you in 5 days, man. They want it to stretch. And that's cool with me, you know, because then they'll see the value in your product, and they'll come back. So now I'm punching in with the half guard close, which is essentially an open clipper. I just do that for, you know, for my sake. Better safe than sorry. Creating softer guidelines for the one close guideline. And so now I'm going to break up this line right here with the 1.5 close to halfway. And if that doesn't take it out, I'll go ahead and grab my one open, and that should do the job. But usually I like to lever play with this first, just to be sure. Just to be sure. You can never be too sure in this business, man. Better safe than sorry. Don't be rushing your fades, bro. That's why you're watching this video. So now I'm doing some razor work. I kind of like to use the holder as like a chopstick. I like to use my fingers more than my wrist, kind of like in that motion. I have more control that way. But when I'm cutting my own beard and lining it up, it's kind of a different story. But with other people, for sure, you have way more blade control and using those corners. So I like to use my fingers more. I think that's all the game I have to give to y'all, man. Like I said, I don't know everything, but I do know a little bit. From Austin, Texas, I cut at Barton Creek Mall, but this ain't no middle of the mall haircut, man. As y'all can see, and I'm over here just talking shit with my coworkers, but this is gonna be my first ever YouTube video. I done took like 10 takes, and I kind of just gave up on the commentary, so I'm just kind of talking out of my ass, but hopefully y'all can appreciate the tips that I gave y'all. Very pragmatic, very straight to the point, to the chase. And yeah, cooking up another video as we speak. There we go, look at that, man. Blended, smooth, all the way to the top. I don't even gotta say much, man. Please leave a like, comment, and thank y'all so much for watching.